Hello peeps, and welcome back to Let's Play on Galt's Gorge. Dragon's in the channel with me, but he's kinda off doing his own thing at the moment.
Freaking poison ivy!
Yeah, I hate it. Anyway, I have run across a rather severe problem. And that severe problem, if you take a look around here... Exactly. Soarynism. I am worse about just tossing stuff in random chests than Soarin is. So, you might have noticed there's a new building off to the side here, and you might have noticed my cat in the background howling her full head off. Hi, Tiggy. But I seriously need to get an ME system going, at least a very basic one, because if I don't, I'm gonna go insane. So, I have built a little kind of server room over here. Scat! And I've got a chest next to it with most of the stuff that I'm going to need. We've got some silicon from Ender IO, some glowstone, which I still haven't ground. Ow! What the shit? Ow! Fuck. Hi, thanks. There's the last press. And I also have, in here, a few pieces of charged Certus. Now, I've used one piece of charged Certus already to make a meteorite compass so that we could go find the presses and stuff. But now it's time to actually get on with it. So the first thing I'm going to need is I'm going to need the remaining 5 charged Certus. I'm going to need some of this nether quartz and some redstone. And some water. Toss these things into the water together, and where is it? Fluix! Okay, so Fluix crystal. What can we do with that? First thing we're going to need to do is make a charger. Actually, I think the first thing we're going to need to do is make an energy acceptor. So we're going to need some quartz glass, some iron, and a single Fluix crystal for the energy acceptor. Which means I need to grind down some of my quartz. I'm going to use nether quartz for this. Because... reasons. That's why reasons. I need to change this thing to not pull at the moment.
You need to watch your ass for zombies.
Yeah, they're all over the frickin' place as usual. May as well burn off the milk that is accumulated in my... Oh, my cow jar's empty. Okay. But we're gonna need some quartz dust. Hi! Doesn't matter at this point whether it's nether quartz dust or Certus quartz dust as long as it's quartz dust. So I just need to make some quartz glass. We're actually going to need quite a bit of this before it's all said and done, but this will be enough for right now. Damn it! That zombie was moving faster than normal. Anyone else? No? Fine. Quartz glass. I want to save my charged Certus quartz dust if I can. Are you kidding me? Die! There. That gets us a bit. So, energy acceptor. I need iron. Of course I would not have iron in my inventory. Why would I do something like that?
That would make too much sense.
Really? Welcome to episode 4. Night Dagger kills fuckloads of zombies. I might have to build that Magnum torch thing and put it somewhere around here because this is getting ridiculous. Cheater. Okay, energy acceptor get. Now we're going to need a charger, which is 2 flux crystals and 5 iron. We're going to need some glass fiber, which is the reason why I was grinding up the rest of this nether quartz. That ought to be enough for now. And now we just need to figure out a place to install this. I kind of want to have... the energy acceptor installed in the corner here. Because with this, I can just put the server racks and everything on top of it, running off this wall, and then have some of the other stuff on the other side here. Okay, I'm also going to need a shovel, because I need to run some power.
Yep.
I also need to make the conduit to run the power, so. So I've got some conductive iron here. It's just iron. Oh, nice. Bronze matic. It's just iron and redstone in an alloy smelter. It's nothing particularly fancy, so I had no problem making that off camera. I mean, you guys, I'm sure, have seen Ender IO before. You know the basics on how it works. And there's the energy acceptor. Okay, there's the dynamo, which means right here is going to be the capacitor bank. Meow, meow. Hi. I give it about 5 minutes before I get an angry text message from Becca saying, "Come get your howling cat." Somebody needs to go see the vet. Because bug is fixed. The girls aren't yet. I think I might need to fix that soon.
Oh, the puns.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a connection to the energy acceptor. This is now capable of pulling in power. We are going to need to make some ME glass cable. This will allow me to connect Fluix connections. The first one we're going to need to connect is the charger. Okay. Now there is one other item that I want to make. And it's going to require one of the very few ender pearls that we have. We're going to need some item conduits. And item conduits require pulsating iron. No, I don't want to crush the thing. Damn it. Too late, I crushed it. Okay, well, I can just put it back together. It's not a big deal. Okay, so we'll get a little bit of pulsating iron. Pulsating iron and a conduit binder. For item conduits. Because with item conduits, I can attach one of these on the side of the chest, or on the side of the charger. And let's see here. We're going to... I need another chest. I need more crafting tables is what I need. So I don't keep running back and forth all the damn time. Alright, we're going to go over here, we're going to connect that. I'm also going to need 2 item filters. Let's see, basic item filter is a hopper and some paper. Easy enough. Not like we don't have sugarcane for life. There's 2 hoppers and 2 item filters. Good. Didn't want to show up for a second there. Alright, we'll just dump some stuff in here for the moment. So, in each one of these things, we're going to put an item filter. This is going to be in and out. it is going to extract on the green channel, active without signal, Certus quartz crystals. And it's going to insert on the brown channel. This is going to insert on the green channel and extract on the brown channel. And where is the other damned item filter? I already put it in there. Derp. We'll pop a Certus quartz crystal in there. And this thing is only allowed to extract charged Certus quartz. So now, if I toss a bunch of Certus quartz in here, theoretically, it should get pulled out on the green channel and inserted into here on the green channel. Helps if I have the filter on the right thing here. Actually, I guess I don't even need the filter here, but we'll do it just for the sake of argument. But this will slowly convert all of these charged Certus quartz crystals into Certus quartz crystals into charged Certus quartz crystals. The next thing we're going to need is an inscriber. Basic inscriber is a couple of sticky pistons, a fluix crystal, and some iron. I have one fluix crystal left, so that's good. Do we have slime balls? Don't think we do. Well, we can use rice. All we need is rice dough around a water bucket. Rice dough is just 3 rice to get 2 dough. So I need a total of 6 rice. Of course, whether or not anyone's actually been, yeah, we've got rice. And I need a bucket. There's just crap all over the damn place. This is why I'm making the ME system. I know it kind of breaks the progression. I know it breaks the whole theme of what I was trying to do. But I'm sick of having to go hunting for things. And this is going to help. So, there's the rice dough. There's some rice slime balls. With that, I can make a few sticky pistons. We can get rid of those seeds. And inscriber. Got it. Okay, the inscriber, like the charger, needs power. So for the moment, I'm going to hook it on top of the ME connection here. That's going to allow this thing to get power. Our charge Certus is done. Where did you fall off of?
I was trying to nerd pole up to a slime island in the middle of the night.
How'd that work out for you?
Skeletons are way too overpowered.
Yeah. Skeletons are a pain in the ass. Like, I used to think that spiders were the worst mob, The spiders have nothing on skeletons.
It doesn't even matter if you're hiding behind something. If
I
part
know.
of you is sticking out, they will hit you.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. The aggro range of zombies is worse, though. Fuck off and die. Okay. We're going to need some basic components for this system. So, I think the first thing I actually want to do is I want to make a couple of engineering processors because I want to upgrade this to an advanced subscriber. So, engineering presses, or engineering processors. They require the engineering press. They also require the silicon press. Engineering press with a diamond gives you a printed engineering circuit. Silicon press with silicon gives you printed silicon. And engineering circuit, silicon, and redstone gives you the engineering processor. There we go. This thing's coming with me. What am I not going to need? I'm not going to need this marble. I'm not going to need that brown carpet. I will probably need the quartz glass. I'm getting paranoid. I hear noises and I immediately look to make sure it's not a creeper. See what I mean about the frickin' Soarin chests? It's getting ridiculous. And Aztec just organized this crap. And I screwed it up again. Could have sworn there was a recipe to do this, but whatever. I love how ebony wood becomes oak chests. What? Okay, advanced subscriber, get. Go the hell away. This zombie has 98 hit points. What the crap? I'm using a smite sword that I stole off a zombie to kill the zombies. Go away! Leave me alone! Okay, anyway. The next thing I'm going to need is I'm going to need some logic presses and or some logic circuits. The logic press is of course in the chest out here, so I'm going to have to fight my way past a friggin' zombie to get it. Thank you. I really need to set the percentage for Morpheus down. Five zombie heads in 2 nights. I think that's saying something. Okay, completely lost my train of thought. Logic press, right. The reason why I wanted this is because you can stack items in the advanced inscriber, and they'll just do their own thing. I'm going to need to check the power in here. Yeah, we're using about 20 RF a tick, so I'm going to want to keep this thing supplied with a little bit of charcoal, just to keep it topped off. We're also probably going to need to keep an emergency supply of charcoal next to the generator. Because if we have our entire inventory stored in ME and we can't power the generator to get charcoal out, that would suck. Okay, we're also going to need to make some pure Certus quartz. For this, I'm going to need some sand. And I really hope I have some sand around here that I didn't cook into glass earlier. A little bit. This gives us 4 Certus quartz seeds. These Certus quartz seeds, if you drop them into water, will very, 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 very slowly turn into pure Certus quartz, which is what you need for the calculation processor. And by very slowly, I mean stupid slow. Like, it's not even at 1% yet. This is no bueno. So we are going to need crystal growth accelerators. These things take Fluix blocks, ME cables, and quartz glass. We're actually going to need to make 6 of these things. I'm going to need some more quartz glass, which means I'm going to need some more sand, which means, yeah. Oh, there we go. We have sand. Just need to make some glass. Cook faster! That one piece of enlightened clear glass that I accidentally made. Okay. Crystal growth accelerators. This is enough to make 4. By default, 4 is all you would need, because you just put them in a pattern like this around the water block. Damn it. Damn it! Put them in a pattern like that around the water block and then connect them all to power, and it does the job. But we're taking it to the next level. We want 6 of the stupid things. Why can I not make another one? Because I'm missing iron. Such a wonderful thing to be missing. Reason being is we want the crystal growth chamber, which is a chest, a hopper, and some more glass cable. Make myself a grilled cheese, take the edge off the hunger. You know, I like the thing where you can have something on your offhand and it places automatically. But in a way, it's also kind of a pain in the ass. Because I'm constantly placing stuff I don't mean to. There's 2 chests. We'll just use them. Get 1 hopper. And get the crystal growth chamber. This thing works basically like the type that you place in the world, except it doesn't require water. And it's also a hell of a lot faster. So by now I've got my 32 printed logic circuits. We're going to need a bunch of silicon pressed up, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. I may as well go grab the other 2 presses. I'm going to need them soon enough. Pure Certus quartz. Now this thing is running stupidly slow. I don't like it. So we're going to fix this. We're going to throw our calculation press in there. We're going to throw in pure Certus quartz. This is going to get us the printed calculation circuits. Which I'm going to need very shortly here. Then I'm also going to need a few more of the engineering circuits. There we go. Silicon, redstone, engineering circuits, and calculation circuits. Like I said, this thing is running stupidly slow. Let's speed it up with some acceleration cards. This requires a calculation processor, 2 diamonds, and 3 iron ingots, plus a piece of redstone. Let's get my calculation processors. For right now, I'm only going to make 2 of these cards because I only have 2 diamonds. But with 2 of these cards, we're still going to see a pretty significant speed increase. For example, let's go ahead and toss our silicon back in here with the silicon press. Much better. Alright, now, this is all well and good, but we need the ability to store items. That was what this was all about to begin with, right? So, we need a disk drive. 2 engineering processors, 2 glass cables, and some iron. Easy enough. There's my ME drive. We're also going to need a monitor, a way to actually interface with the drive. That, if I remember right, is going to require some of these logic circuits. So we'll get a few of these. Come on, let me out. Then, if I am lucky, I might have missed a diamond somewhere. Nope, there's a sort of quartz crystal I missed. Nope, no luck. We need an ME terminal. Just the regular terminal. This requires an illuminated panel, a logic processor, a formation core, and an annihilation core. The illuminated panel is some quartz glass, glowstone, redstone, and iron. I don't have any glowstone on me, And I don't have any quartz glass either. So let's fix that. That'll give me some more quartz glass. That gets me 3 panels, which is more than I need. To make the terminal, I need the formation and the annihilation cores. This requires Fluix dust, which you get by grinding Fluix in there.
Hey, look, restart.
Hey, restart in 5 minutes. That's going to be about perfect for me to end the episode. So I guess I'm on a time limit, huh? There's the formation core. There's the annihilation core. There is the ME terminal itself. For right now, I'm just going to toss a couple of things in here. This will be fixed very shortly. The last thing we're going to need is we're going to need some drives. We need a 1K storage component. And then we need a 1K storage cell. For right now, I'm going to toss these other things in here. Like I said, this will all be fixed pretty soon. Probably off camera. The basics of ME is you have a drive. You put the storage cell in it. You attach a terminal somewhere linked to it. And we now have the ability to digitally store items. Now, we can take this a step further. An ME crafting terminal requires a calculation processor, a regular ME terminal, and a table. So we'll break that. I don't have the appropriate tool to break it yet, so it actually requires me to break the cable. We need a crafting table. And ME terminal. Where the hell did the crafting table go? There it is. ME terminal, crafting table, calculation processor gives us the ME crafting terminal, which does everything that the ME terminal does, except it also gives you a nifty crafting interface. So now I can toss all of our junk in here, and I can just craft things out of here, and we are in good shape. Now, these drives can hold 1K of data. Can hold up to 63 types and up to 1024 bytes. I don't know how bytes correspond to items, but we've already about half filled this cell with types, so we're going to need a lot more cells. Off camera, I'm going to reorganize this system. I'm going to make it look pretty, and I'm going to expand it so that we can get rid of most, if not all, of those chests in there, and be able to just have item storage that we can easily work with. But the server's going to be restarting in less than a minute. I'm going to wrap the episode up here. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Night Dagger and Dragon with Let's Play on Gorge episode 4. Like I said, I'll get things cleaned up and organized off camera. And we'll see you in episode 5, where we should start doing something a little more entertaining than just watching me build a damn ME system. But we'll catch you later, peeps.
Have a good one.